All right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano, and it's Friday. It's Friday. Well, January 17th, man. 2025. It is Friday. Right? It is. Wow. And I knew it, but sometimes you fall asleep, you wake up, things change. Welcome to the beginning of the weekend of disclosure. This is the weekend of disclosure. Because in less than 48 hours, we're going to have disclosure. And then 72 hours, we're going to have a new president. If he makes it. This is an interesting week. Very historic. What I like is how confident Greer is. Oh, no, it's definitely happening. What? So, this isn't just another one of your, where every other year it's like we've got disclosure. No, it's not. This is the real deal. This is different. I'm not buying it yet, though. I can't, I won't, I shan't. Shame on me once. You shamed on all of us twice. Third time's on you. You know the shame game. Not happening. Not buying it. I'm definitely calling Greer out now. If he does not, okay. If there's no disclosure, and then we're gonna have to talk about what is disclosure. So if there isn't disclosure, the one that we want with the proof of aliens and their technology. But what is disclosure? People have a different idea of. Some people think disclosure already happened because somebody said it happened. Because somebody said it happened. Hey, do you know she's pregnant? No, she's not. She's a virgin. No, she's pregnant. She is? It's like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's showing. I can see it already. You're right. There's a bump. Ay. Don't let me get back into, so what's a woman? So that ideology somehow, I can't do this much longer, but I will. Greer. If Greer doesn't, okay, we'll do roll call. We'll come back to it. We got drone footage, of course. We've got talks of drones. We've got Greer talking. Everybody's talking about disclosure. I'm sorry. Disclosure. I can't help it. Every time. All right. So that's what he thinks he's going to do in the next 48. Where's that clip? I got a clip. He was on that Joey Rumble's show. What is that show? Phenomenal. He actually says it's going to be disclosed. I can't believe it. I just can't. I can't. And then Jeremy Corbell supposedly is unhinged in a video clip. I'm not so sure it's real. Mario Woods, a former U.S. Air Force security responder, and his partner, Michael Johnson, were abducted while on duty performing a routine nuclear missile site operation at Ellsworth Air Force Base in 1977. In the following clip, Mario describes what the entities looked like and smelled like. Now, I threw that in there because there was nothing more to read. So let me pull that up. We'll get the show started with the roll call. Are you ready for disclosure? Or do you think we're being led down the old crying wolf routine that Greer has perfected for his 98th time? This is disclosure. This is definitely disclosure. We're having disclosure. Oh, it's going to happen. 72 hours. Now it's 48 hours. Tomorrow's going to be 24 hours. And then what? If there isn't disclosure, we're going to talk about what disclosure really is. But if there isn't a disclosure, should Greer be allowed back into the community? Should he be ostrich egged from the community? Should we hit him with eggs? Ostrich eggs. Now, should he be banned? Those are all great questions. That's just one. It's a good question. Should he be? Oh, I should have put a poll up. I didn't put a poll up. Damn it. All right. So we don't have a poll. So we don't have a poll. That was the worst thing that could have ever came out. All right, let's do a little roll call. I'm going to try to make it through this show, my fellow Amekins and Gufonians. Another day. And Herb's here. Herb 916. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Kelly Lewis. Welcome to the show. Tony. Welcome to the show. David Roke. Welcome to the show. FAP. Welcome to the show. Section 47. Welcome to the show. Hey, D Tubbin. Howdy do. Good to see ya. All right. We're starting off on the right foot. Intergalactic Angler. And I know it's not angular, it's angler, but you know. Potato. Welcome to the show, though. See what I... Brooke is, huh? For years. Perspicacious. Cassius. Precipitous. Greer is the OG. Yeah. The original grifter. See? Good evening, Rich and all. Something tells me you're going to go crazy on Jeremy Cornell tonight. No. Yeah. Not that bad. I kind of have a stinging headache right there. And then it travels to that corner of the eye. Yeah. And it does hurt to the touch. Welcome to the show. Gary Henninger. He gets clicks for monetization. What's wrong? What happened? The show's monetized? It is? Why? Oh, I don't do that. Oh, no. I'm sorry if it is. Oh, that's bizarre. You guys know I never monetize the show. Oh, no. That's weird. I did that? I didn't do it on purpose, though. How could you? No. I have the settings. I guess I must have thought it was just for the one video that I was putting up. And I had it automatic. Like anytime a video goes live, I guess. Shorts are automatically monetized. We don't have any choice on that matter. But when I hit ad monetization all the time, I was specific to those types of videos. All right. Interesting. Thank you. I'm sorry. Well, so you're uncomfortable one day. All right. You still got it. And you monetize one show. It's crazy, right? I didn't mean to, but that's funny. Yeah, it's weird that I did that. I'm getting old. It's my excuse. What's yours? Hey, Foghorn Leghorn. Welcome to David Wilcox. Not Wilcock. Welcome to the show. All right. And all right. Cornelius Doherty. Welcome to the show. GUFON, Good Channel Scotland. I'm the only person in my family that likes D. Trump. Good for you. You stand proud. And you let them know. There we go. I don't know your family. I don't want to say the wrong thing or lead you in the wrong direction, but I think you did the right thing. What's up, Tony? How you doing, huh? Welcome to the show. Ozzy Tiger, same to you. How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. All right, let's get started. If I didn't say, hey, Alfie, Joe, Bob, giddy up. Welcome to the show. Sky Allen, welcome. Teen Titans _ Jess, welcome to the show. There he is. Thor Pank. Didn't come out. Welcome to the show. Gary Henninger. How you doing there, huh? Welcome to the show. Cuckoo 7. Welcome to the show. All right, now we'll get started. Hey, no, wait, Jeff Gavi's here. What are you doing, Jay? G. It's a JG. I'm getting a JG connection. Could it be Jeremy George? Welcome to the show. All right, let's get started, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. 88, I am Infinity 88 is here. Welcome, welcome. Brian Yates, what do you say, mate? Mate. And the angel of GUFON, Jeanette. Welcome to the show, everybody. All right. It's Friday. All right. Gotta let it out. Tomorrow night, though. Hey, welcome to the show. How you doing? Tomorrow night is the first pay-per-view event for UFC 311, I believe. UFC Saturday night. Here we go. Let's see what time it starts. I like to sit through all 8 hours. 6 p.m. Oh, those are good fights. All right. Well, shit. We'll do a 5 o'clock tomorrow. 5 o'clock Saturday. Mock it down. Now, Sunday is the members' day. But there's football on. And football is happening. Let's take a look. So tomorrow, there's football at 4:30. So there won't be a show at 5. We just figured that out. So what I'm going to do... What do you say we go? You want to go early? Let's go early. We'll go 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. 2. And Sunday, for the members, we may have to do 1 o'clock. All right. 2 and 1, or Sunday, 6:30, 7:30. We can go 9 o'clock on Sunday for members. All right. So we got 2 o'clock tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. What did I just do wrong? 2 o'clock tomorrow. Sunday, it's 1 o'clock. Right? Let's keep your eyes open. All right, let's get started. All right, everybody. So, Greer said there will be disclosure in 72 hours. Said it yesterday. I think I still have the clip here that he said it. Let me see if I do. No, but I want to watch that again. Let me see if this is it. No, that's that's Russ. That was funny. I thought so. Oh, here it is. These are fat. No, that's not it. Schneike. Did Greer, didn't he say it on, no, he said it on that Jeremy, what's that show? Jeremy Doyle? Hold on. No, this is so stupid. 6 hours ago, that's not it. I got bit by something, I think. Keep getting itchy. All right, where is it? This is BS, man. All right, well, I can't find the clip right now, but Greer did make that announcement. Let's see if he says it on his channel. See, that's what bothers me. He doesn't say it on his channel. It doesn't make any sense. He doesn't even say it on his channel. Why wouldn't you announce it on your channel? What's this? Brian Yates says, I came over from the paranormal world, and we don't have all promising proof of spirits next Tuesday, Tuesday at noon. Right? Okay, so that was brought up by some people making comments like, why not just do the disclosure? Why do we have to make an announcement and have a day just say breaking news or, do it that night? Why do you have to set it up? Well, Greer wants to be the ringleader or whatever those people are in the middle of a circus. He wants to do that. He wants to be that guy. He wants to manifest disclosure. We're going to talk about what is disclosure because some people don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's funny, Brian. It's kind of weird. But if you think about it, Greer is the only one doing it, right? Oh, no, he's not. That was a trick question. Who else does it? Jeremy Corbell, right? Who else? Who? The other one. Who's the other one? They all do it. They all do it. All the people who aren't real. Greer's real, right? Like, I don't get it. I'm very confused by Greer. Because he's like the Alex Jones of ufology, where he'll say this stuff and, some of it comes true, some of it doesn't. But what I don't like is who are these people, the whistleblowers that you're going to be either speaking on behalf of? Or are these whistleblowers coming coming out live, and are they going to be speaking these truths, or is this going to be? I don't like it. I don't like it. You want it? That's not disclosure. Disclosure to me, and I don't know about you, but I'm talking about alien disclosure, not just the technology. Disclosure, and it's always meant and always goes back to Roswell. And Roswell had alien bodies, and it had the technology or the ship, whatever. Both of those were there. So when we talk about disclosure, we always talk about disclosure like we're thinking of Roswell. Oh, we're going to know what Roswell's about. Now disclosure is going to happen, right? No. Some people don't know what disclosure really is. Disclosure, to me, and maybe you, and this is what I think it is. The government that has been keeping secret all these years. Now, I know Greer's not government, but bear with me. The government, we want the government to disclose all they know, all they have on the aliens and their technology, where they come from, what species they are, what technologies they've created, invented, or found, the history. We need to know everything from, are they carbon based, or are they made out of something totally, not from this universe, maybe? We don't know. All those are disclosure question answers. That's disclosure. aliens and the aliens technology slash, that goes in, when I say technology, everything they've ever created. From their vaccinations and their, from their vaccinations to, I don't freaking know, everything else, whatever, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Disclosure is aliens and the aliens technology. Now, I mean, you got to have evidence. Evidence is the number one thing you need for disclosure. Without evidence, you just have words. So if Greer thinks disclosure is having his whistleblowers that are really special whistleblowers, because as far as I'm concerned, Linda Moulton, howdy doody, fresh and fruity, with what was that, Agent 1 and 2 over there in the Arctics, whatever the hell that one story. Yeah, that's a good story. Those two guys. So if Greer, but there's no evidence, but if Greer has the whistleblowers come out and they say, yep, we were part of legacy programs that you guys have been talking about for the last couple of years, and nobody knew about it. It was top secret. I was in charge of it. My name's Danny Squashbuckle, and my ranking is boppity beep, and I've been here working in a boppity bop capacity for however many years, yappity do, right? So he comes out, tells us all that, and you're thinking, so you saw aliens, right? Yeah, the aliens were there. We had contact with aliens. We learned their language. We spent a few years together on the ship, which, by the way, was a habitable place. I mean, it looked like you were on Earth, but it was in a 30-meter disc-shaped object. It was unbelievable. It was like, Matrix reality, I guess you could call it. Oh, okay. But wait, hold on. And then Mr. Swashbuckle reaches in his pocket and pulls out some alien evidence. This here can make gold, silver. It could literally make anything you tell it. This is, I guess, for lack of a better term, God. This device, and then he talks about the device, some things we never heard of or even imagined. Now that is disclosure. At least the best disclosure you'll ever see. And then he goes like this. Take a look at what I got. And then he goes, oh, no, it's okay. I'm Danny Swashbuckle. I'm whistleblowing today for Dr. Greer. Yeah, but we're not supposed to go this far. This is the video of me flying the UFO. And he shows the video. Hey, look at me. Ma, look, no brains. Right? And then in the background, you see aliens doing this. Giving themselves selfies, doing all sorts of shit in the background. That's disclosure in my book. But it is. Disclosure. Show me. I want to touch. I want to see. I want to smell. I want to hear. And what's the other one? Sight. I see it, smell it, touch it. Those five senses. Can't think. It's too easy. But that's disclosure. Now, I have a feeling in a few short hours, short of Saturday midnight, this is what we're going to hear. My name is Danny Swashbuckle III. I am a lieutenant in the Armed Forces Special Unit for Unidentified Aerial Phenomena. You guys call them UAPs. So do we. And I'm part of a legacy program that has existed since 2008. And I was the director of this program. Now, Dr. Greer brought me here today because my story is unlike anything anyone's ever heard. I actually have evidence. And I'm going to show it to you. Now, what is the evidence going to be? His story. That's it. He's not going to bring out evidence. His evidence is his word. I want you to believe me when I tell you, no. Anytime somebody starts a story with trust me or believe me or to be honest, unnecessary. But when you're lying, you make it necessary because you feel it's necessary because of the guilt of lying. Tomorrow or the next couple of days. Lou Elizondo, a couple of years ago, said we already had disclosure. Without any... No, I apologize. Let me backtrack. A couple of years ago, Lou Elizondo said we're halfway to disclosure. Without any evidence. We're halfway. Half? Half. How do you know? How do you know you're halfway in it? You need to know how much evidence there is to know if you're any measurable distance from half to the end. This guy, he just can't shut up. He's got to talk. He is the worst and the best. That's the best. I think Lou was a DEI hire before there was a DEI. Is it DEI? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Jeremy Corbell is acting. Oh, we're not done with Greer. No, not yet. Nope. Let me just show you this to get you thinking. Here we go. I don't know if you guys saw this. I saw this today for the first time. I didn't even know it existed till today. So Red Panda Koala posted this. It says, I'm effing going to look everyone in the effing eye. Whoever effing lied, I'm going to say it in front of everybody. Jeremy Kenyon, lock your door, Corbell, was pissed about Representative Nancy Mace's lie, quote unquote. Let's see. People are questioning whether Jeremy's really mad. Like, if he gets this mad.
Oh, I'm fucking going. I'm not gonna be quiet. I'm fucking going to look everybody in the fucking eye. Yeah, whoever fucking lied, I'm gonna say it in front of everybody. Are you kidding me? Yeah, if they let me in, I'm going. You think that's unwise?
I just assumed it would be.
Probably it's unwise. I've never been accused of being wise, but I'm fucking going. I'm fucking absolutely fucking going. So later that night, there was a really interesting, you call it like an after party. That party was being thrown by the UAP Disclosure Fund. And it was something that Senator Mike Rounds was to speak at.
Jeremy, you're not going to that 5 o'clock thing.
See, these are the conversations that I'm not privy to that are happening, right? But I always seem to find them in the clips. I never seem to find them when they're happening. It's like, I don't know. These guys must work like at different hours or surreptitiously because I never seem to find these videos or the full scale video, the full length feature. It's not fair. So I don't know if this guy is going to talk. Mario Woods. at any of the hearings or whatever. See, Greer, it's not a hearing, is it? What is he doing? Is he having a hearing like the government would, and everybody's going to get seated and they're going to have a forum and people are going to come out? Or is this just going to be like a one-on-one type of deal where they disclose their information with Greer? Ufology Section 47 is a soap opera. It is. And GUFON covers it all the time. That's what we do. We cover this, the UFO daily bullshit. Everything and anything I can find that's relative or important to the main goal, disclosure, I want to know about it. See this guy? Mario Woods, former Air Force security responder, and his partner, Michael Johnson, were abducted while on duty performing a routine nuclear missile site operation at Ellsworth Air Force Base in 77. I talked about this earlier. In the following clip, Mario here describes what the entities looked like and presents drawings of beings, one of which appeared to have a wand-like device, which captivated Mr. Woods' attention. What is also interesting is that in this interview, Mario describes another incident taking place in the 60s, where two officers were abducted. One returned naked with no clothes at all, and the other barely dressed. You want to know why? Because they got caught fiddling around with each other's magic wand. Now let's play this clip.
And as I'm blacking out, I know I feel something on my right side.
I bet you do. Ew.
And I turn my head and I see these four, I'm going to call them beings. And they are not walking as you and I walk. They are just gliding across the ground. Maybe, I don't know how high off the ground. I couldn't really see that. But they have these little uniforms on. And the one on the far right, he had some type of a small wand in his waist belt. I've got a drawing of it that had a yellow tip on it, some type of a yellow tip.
Ouch.
And it really got my attention. And I was...
Right? E.T. That's where all these stories come from, Jack.
And I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. But the one behind those three, the front three were the same size, exactly the same size, looked exactly the same. But the one behind them was a chest and a head taller than the little guys. And he had this thing on his chest right here that pulsated the same color as what was on that little wand. And when I saw him, then I was afraid. Then I felt fear. Maybe just visualized fear. I don't know. They didn't do anything to me that caused fear other than where I was and what I'd just gone through. And then I went black. I just went, that's the last thing that I saw in my mind.
Wow. That's really, really weird. But it's funny because E.T., his finger had a yellow tip. Elliot. E.T., no. Remember that? I used to do that all the time. All right. So Corbell, this guy, what you just heard is not disclosure. This guy, the one we just heard, is exactly what we're going to hear from Greer's guys. Yeah. The aliens, and they took us. We couldn't see, and and then they had a light. It was bright. It touched me with it. I have memories. Russia, I could hear their thoughts, but they weren't moving their lips, and then my legs were up in the air, and their head disappeared. It was an orgy. It was a UF orgy, unidentified flying orgy. Oh my God. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, my uterus hurts. Oh, that's funny. I think I'm losing my voice. Yeah, I've got issues today. Hey, you want to help support Truthology for Ufology? Please do. We're dying over here. All the links are in the show description. Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. You could even become a member. Oh! Sorry. All right. We need another 20,000. 20,000. That's it. Not much. A little bit. That's it. A little tip. Here you go. Thank you. Hope you had fun. We'll come back to Greer. It's what we do. We come back. We go. I want to show you some other things here, though. Greer shows UFOs. Greer shows video illustration of man-made UFOs because he knows the difference, right? He knows everything. He does. If you were to bet who knows the most about the UFO world we live in, like really knows stuff, who would you go to? My answer is Shanny Dehan. Danny Sheehan. He's heard it all. I don't know if he's seen anything, but that guy, oh God, no wonder why his hair is white. Yours would be too if you heard all those stories. Yeah, Danny Sheehan's, I think, but I mean, okay. For a non-military person, he's a lawyer. If you want to stick it into the military and say, all right, you can't though. I like civilians more than I like military. Civilian UFOs kick ass. They're the best. All right, I want to show you this, and then I'll show you some drones. UFOs, UAP, whatever.
Now, remember that if you're in the 1960-ish range and you've got something that is electrogravitic or gravitic propulsion that was stable enough to go out in our solar system, what do you think they have now? Right?
Yeah.
65 years, 2/3 of a century later, because they have continued to down and capture these craft. Trillions have been spent on reverse engineering them, and there have been massive breakthroughs
Trillions
in propulsion, material sciences, AI, not what's coming out.
What materials, dude? Look, let's go back. Hear what he's claiming.
AI.
No. IEIO, got it.
Propulsion, material sciences,
Mother's ass.
reverse engineering them, and there have been massive breakthroughs in propulsion.
I guess so, but nothing majorly noticeable.
Material sciences.
Like what? What kind of materials were made from alien technology, Dr. Greer? Nothing. And don't give me Kevlar. Ugh. Greer.
AI, not what's coming out of Silicon Valley, but very advanced system.
Oh, AI, but not what's coming out of Silicon Valley. Yeah. No, of course not. Are you kidding? What we have in Silicon Valley is just kids play. They got the real AI. They've got the Matrix AI. They got AI that goes right in your eye.
Involving consciousness and machine.
See?
All manner of developments that sound like science fiction, but it isn't. And now imagine a group that has the malicious intent to hoax a threat from outer space so that they can consolidate global power around.
Wait, what? Wait. What is he saying here? Hold on. Hold a minute now. Wait a second. Step back.
Intent to hoax a threat from outer space so that they can consolidate global power around fear and control, which is what fear does. I look at the response to COVID and 9/11. It results in people suspending their intellect and their rational mind because the fear overrides the rational intellect. And that's how you get in trouble. But it's also how demagogues and people who are very good at psychological warfare operations can manipulate people into catastrophic events like the disasters of the wars in the Middle East that we're not even extricated fully from yet, in Iraq and Afghanistan, that occurred after 9/11.
Preach it.
Probably a really good example of this, which is you can fact check this, is the Gulf Tonkin incident.
I knew he was going to say that.
Where we
spell Tonkin. That's all I need to know. Spell Tonkin. No, Tonkin. I'm getting there. So, there's so many things wrong with what Greer is doing in the next 2 days. Ambitious, yes. Crazy. What is crazy? It's subjective. I don't think so. I think this is Greer's last ditch effort to save himself from himself. Greer, please retract everything you're claiming. Please do not do this in 2 days. What does he think is going to happen? There's going to be like this press conference that's going to happen most likely. Oh, today we have disclosure. I'm going to bring out so-and-so. And then they're just going to tell us shit. Without an actual UFO or alien body or something I can believe in, don't bother. Don't do it. And if Greer does this and it's not what disclosure really is, oh boy, it's over. It's over. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Matter of fact, I'm not even playing it anymore with him. But it's not going to be good. He's done. I mean, I'm a small channel, but, I hear what other people are saying. They're done too. They're done with it, with Greer's disclosure every year. It's not getting old. It's old. Every year for 20 years, I've been hearing it. Now 21. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. Shut up. Can I show you some bullshit? So, the Dumb Trouble show with Fat Mord has the Tedesco brothers this is what it says. The Tedesco brothers destroy Mick West's debunking of the lens glare / flare of the Navy videos. I watched that today. Terrible. They didn't debunk it. They didn't destroy him. Matter of fact, they didn't do anything except just act like it. See, they come from that side where if you just say it, it's got to be believed. So that's what they're doing. I'm telling you. And these are the discount Dave Scotts. Yeah. This is Dave Scott got split in half. He came up with these two nut jobs.
Says it's a lens glare, a flare, coming from the back burners of the jet, the rear. What's looking at that jet is an advanced targeting forward-looking infrared system. there's a mirror on that lens. There's a reason for a mirror on that lens. We don't want light entering a thermal imager.
That's right.
You want heat entering that thermal imager. There is no glare.
So
because the mirror reflects the light back.
Visible light is reflected.
Yeah, you don't want that visible light going through that medium. You only want thermal energy entering that medium. So it's impossible to get a lens flare or glare. You don't get that.
Wow, I didn't know that. So Mick West is debunking those three videos by basically saying it's lens flare, light entering the optics train and causing that flare. But what you're saying is that the way that system is designed, it doesn't allow that to pass through.
And guess what? Couldn't prove it. See, he made claims while Mick West proved it, I think. Well, anyway, it was a shit show. Well, it always is over there at the shit trouble show, whatever the hell Fat Mort is doing over there. God, what are we doing? It's really scary. Will it snow in Florida? There's a chance of some slushiness in a few days. It's going to get cold. Here it is, 72 hours. Let me show you this. Oh, wait, what's going on? Hold on. Okay. I'm going to play this then. Get rid of that. Hold on. Because it's coming up. I want to promote it. I think we need to. This is going to be an event. This is going to be like Geraldo Rivera doing the 3-hour special looking for the tomb of, what was that guy? The criminal? Al Capone. They're going to look for Al Capone's tomb. For 3 hours, we sat there and stared at ABC and Geraldo Rivera to have them open it up to what? A chair and a piece of paper or something. There was nothing in there. That was fun, though. It was a fun 3 hours. Al Capone was a criminal bastard. You wouldn't believe the shit he did during the alcohol, whatever they call that time. Here we go. All right. You may have seen this already. You may have seen it twice. But let's get a little reminder of what Greer has in mind, shall we?
For about almost 2 years now, 20 months, have decided to come forward publicly, identify themselves, and in a controlled release begin to give the information to the American people and the U.S. government.
Okay. A controlled release. What does that sound like to you? No evidence. A controlled release means we are going to obviously control, but they don't have everything. Greer doesn't have a freaking ship or bodies. This is stupid. You, sir, are going to fail. And God, I'm going to be there.
So this is a very complex program.
Right here.
It's now coming to a sort of a crescendo, and this is why I think we need to be
2 years ago he was quitting
every week or so.
So let's go to the first question, which is going to be about human technology. What is the real capacity of human technology?
Right. Well, here
is this Scott Stapp from Creed? What's going on?
Now coming to a sort of a crescendo.
is the real
Right there. Is that him?
Of human technology?
Right. Well, here, the biggest part of this story isn't the extraterrestrial part of it, ironically. That's secondary. And in fact, people who have been in these covert programs that are very disinformation oriented have wanted the public to believe we're not alone, but that there's a threat from outer space. And most of you who are familiar with my work know what Werner von Braun, through his spokesperson for the last 5 years of his life, Carol Rosin, said when he was dying, and in 1974 said the whole purpose of these covert programs, one of the big overarching purposes, is to be able to hoax a attack or an alien threat and present the extraterrestrial presence as a threat so that they could consolidate military power, industrial power, and also pivot the population through fear into realizing there's another enemy to fight. Now, when you're doing that, it's a long-term psychological warfare operation, a psyop. And the best way to do that is once they figured out and reverse engineered the extraterrestrial vehicles, the NHI craft, as they're calling them now, non-human intelligence craft, those then began to be deployed in the late 1950s into operational craft that look like a UFO. For most people in the lay public, they're indistinguishable from a vehicle. And those have been used in
Wait, was that just edited?
Look like a UFO. For most people in the lay public, they're indistinguishable from a vehicle.
Oh.
And those have been used in deceptive operations known as false flag operations. And these include everything that's in the pop culture on the subject, human abductions by aliens, mutilations of cattle and humans, and all kinds of skullduggery. Now, we can prove, if you go to our archive, that this has been a CIA psyop for many, many decades. If you look at The Lost Century and some of the other documentaries we've done, we put that evidence in.
Got it.
Scientists at the Naval Research Labs, the biggest Department of Defense labs in the world, who saw that document in, quote, the vault some years ago in the 1990s.
The vault, Al Capone's vault. I told you.
And informed us about that. So I think most of the problems we're going to run into with disclosure is that neither the president nor the Congress nor the general public and media understand what the technologies are that have been figured out already that can be used in deceptive and, malicious ways. So I think that's why we have to have this conversation now, because those systems, not only have they already been used to create the specter of
there was nothing in it but a chair.
And never mind Hollywood and the media, everything ufological being very terrifying to the general public. But I think that with this coming out, there's a big risk that they will start hitting buttons to make more and more false flag operations happen. And the only way they can get away with that is by the populace and our leaders being tricked. And the only way you can prevent people from being tricked is having the knowledge, the facts of what we actually have. So that's what I want to talk about for just a moment. Now imagine this, just put this in your paradigm. The week that the head of the Lockheed Skunk Works, the fabled director of that, Ben Rich, was passing away, he told a member of our team and a friend of mine, James Goodall, a very well-known aerospace historian, that we had figured all this out. And this is now 1995, so this is 30 years ago. And he says, anything you can imagine and anything you've seen on Star Trek, we already have, and it's not at Area 51.
I want to, hold on, watch this. I saw the newest type of battery that every time it's moving, it's charged and never runs out of a charge. When it's moving, it's got energy. I don't know. But I can't show it to you. Ever. Who gives a shit what Jim Goodall said? He heard, they told him. Who gives a shit? Show us. I'm telling you guys, this is the end of Greer. But it won't be. It won't be the end of Greer. And I hope he proves us wrong, but he won't. But I have hopes. But I don't. I really have no expectations from this. As a matter of fact, if I slept through that day and found out the next day, that's how much excitement it would have been anyway. A nothing burger. Another Greer nothing burger. All talk about going to put all these ingredients in his burger. But one thing he's forgetting. Fire to cook it. Oh, it looks great. But who's going to eat without the heat? And Greer's not bringing heat. He's bringing the meat, but not the heat. The meat sacks, the guys, the whistleblowers. That's what I was thinking. All I know is shut up. Yo, I don't like your attitude. Shut up. You don't even sound like you. You got a point. I got 2 points. Gush. All right.
It's out there in the desert with the Lockheed Skunk Works. Now, I've been at that facility, and I've been there in the last 15 months.
Who hasn't?
So what he was saying was that we have figured this out, but folks who have, let's say, an overarching desire to control the population through fear, through endless war, through control of the energy sector, which is key. They don't want the full truth out. They want part of the truth out. And they want the part that redounds to their benefit that serves their agenda. This is why in 1999 I wrote a paper, which you can see on our website, drstephengreer.com, that states that this is the disclosure that serves secrecy. And the disclosure of this subject that serves the secret agenda, which is what that means, is a disclosure that would present a threat and where they could hoax a threat, and then that causes the world to unite sort of around a dystopic totalitarian military response, like the movie Independence Day. Go look at that. That's right out of CIA scripting. Against.
This is the biggest bullshit I have heard in a long time. Do you know what I actually hear? But are you going to show us how to grow the arm? How they grow the... You know? That's what I hear. Well, what we're going to do and what we're going to show you, and we're going to piece it together and we're going to map it out and we're going to make sure everybody's safe, and we're going to have to tell everybody in Congress, we're going to have to let everybody know legislation, new laws, new creations, new clothes, new experiments, new technology, new things. We got to do a drip disclosure. What the fuck have we been doing for the last 8-10 years? Now you're going to start all over with your shit? No. No. Not today, Greer. He said it. He literally told you today, well, here in that video, that they're not going to show us anything. We have got to do this. What he's saying, I'm paraphrasing, slowly. Forget about it then. I am not interested in starting over with your whistleblowers. Yes, I believe they're going to be much better than Groosh. Frickin' douche. It's going to be better than anybody we've heard so far. Remember, we had a little taste of it Unbelievable. This guy.
I know for a fact, you can look in their eyes and tell when somebody wants to kill you that they had that face, that stone cold face, that appearance.
I could feel the vibrations coming off of it, but there was no sound.
They're going to keep playing that hand, and I think the general public is going to see through it.
Everything's active, unbeknownst to most of the people on this planet.
They need to hand over the reins because it's not theirs. It's the property of the United States military and people.
Give us what you got. Give us this information. Let us make our own decision.
At a certain point, you have to call their bluff. 0-point energy field. And that technology, it's safely deployed to run the planet, to run your house.
Okay, so he's talking about things that are possibilities. He's not talking facts here. He's just talking about shit that he thinks because people told him, no evidence, mind you, he thinks that these things are actually happening, but they're keeping it from us. That is the way Americans think, right? There's got to be more. There's got to be more. Yeah, there is. But we're never going to be privy until they want us to be. Who are they? I don't know, man. I don't know. Whoever, man. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is, this guy is not going to bring disclosure. Your government isn't. The only way you get disclosure is if the goddamn thing falls out of the fucking sky. Yeah. Sorry, I had to swear once tonight. Forgive me. But that's true. It's going to have to be something like that. And the sad thing is, the sad part of it all is that we killed them all. The Roswell aliens, the ones that came and, to the schools, those poor children saw the aliens. We killed them. I bet you Elizondo mentally decapitated them in their sleep. Willie Gonzo, what a dork. Oh, this world is weird. What else you got? Who gives a shit? We know what's going to happen. We know what's not coming in 2 days. Evidence. Forget it. You ain't getting it. You ain't getting it. Here's an article that says disclosure is coming. Here's why. I've always said that when disclosure is due, all of the UFO talking heads would go all out with content and their sources for one last big squeeze. How do you know when the one last big squeeze is, you dork? Oh, don't get me wrong. I love and appreciate all the work that they do. But let's face it, if disclosure brings something as monumental and life-changing as they all claim, whatever content they bring out in the future will fail in comparison to it. Yeah. Corbell, Cuckold, and Jesse Michaels all had their own whistleblowers this week. Does that not strike you as a bit odd? We have Greer, of all people, saying disclosure is coming within 72 hours. Less now, but maybe he has his own group of whistleblowers he's pulling out. Guy left out the question mark. All of the main content creators are saying their most trusted sources are saying something big is coming January. I think that this all points to disclosure. Lou Elizondo said 2 weeks ago that something big is due in the next couple of weeks. Also, unprecedented quadruple AMA due on here. A few others have doubled down on this big revelation coming soon. And Mike Turner gone is positive for disclosure too. Yeah. However, Eleganzo's so stupid. He is. He said 2 weeks ago that something big is due in the next... Something big is always due in the next few weeks, you freaking dork. I'm so sad, but I'm happy. Yeah, I am. I am going crazy. All right. Number one, no disclosure. We're not getting it. What are we getting? A whistleblower. And Greer thinks his story is so freaking awesome that it's just as good as disclosure. That's what he's thinking. That's what he's thinking. It is. It's stupid. Let me show you this. This is from Project Unity. We had contact with a UFO that entered our airspace. The order was given to get it forced out of the sky, down and out. It had complete control of the situation. 1 minute it was off the coast of Maine. Next, it was in Norfolk. Merle McDowell, USN Atlantic Command, TSSCI. Check this out. You might think I'm delirious. All right. So I like this 1 minute. This is powerful. Yeah. You ready? 4, 2, and go. Ah, shnikey, it didn't go. Go.
So everything was going along pretty just ho-hum routine. They dimmed the lights first in the command center when they set a condition zebra alert. Most of the times when they set these drills, they would say, this is a drill, this is a drill. But they turned the lights down this time and they didn't say this is a drill. We had contact with an unidentified object that had entered our airspace. We had it on radar for almost an hour. The order was given by Admiral Train to try and get this object forced down out of the sky, if at all possible, by whatever means possible. What was really driving him nuts was this thing absolutely had complete control of the situation and could just be wherever it wanted to be just in a matter of seconds. 1 minute off the coast of Maine, the next minute it's in Norfolk, headed south towards Florida. And after we found out it wasn't the Russians, they didn't care who it was or where it was from. They wanted it and wanted it bad.
Woo-wee! I tell you what, if that happened in Skinwalker Ranch, me and my buddies would have gotten on the helicopter without Brandon Fugel. Zeke Fugel, Zeke fuck Fugel. I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't know why that made me laugh just doing that. Travis Taylor. I love me Skinwalker Ranch. Douche. Where is he? Have you noticed? Travis Taylor has been gone. Missing. Yeah, he got abducted. I bet you he's going to come back with a story. And he's going to go, ooh, my goodness. I hate Skinwalker Ranch. All right, Lou Eleganzo on the existence of NHI and the impact it would have on organized religion. God, he's so stupid. In the name of the Father and the Son of the Boohoo. This is a natural progression of human evolution, he says. It's going to be okay. All hail Lou! Boobity-doo! Lou boo-hoo! What are they going to do? They're going to put him up on the cross? The cross couldn't hold that fat fuck. And Lou will be going to the Vatican and the Middle East in the upcoming months to continue his bullshit tour. He says it's going to be okay. I guess he got advice from the Biden administration, the same advice Biden got when he was given one word to say stop the bombing over in Israel, whatever. He goes, don't. If you're thinking about doing it, don't. Stupid. What a dumbass. Bunch of dorks. Hey, WAF 007. What do you say there, Chief? How you doing? Everything going good? Don Mofo's here. What do you say, DM? Good to see everybody.
How do we offer support for people? And even if we don't have the right answer, right? They may be asking a question that we don't know the answer to. But how do we let them know it's going to be okay? And this is a natural progression of human evolution. We're always going to explore. This is just yet another corner that we're peeking around the corner. That's.
Do you know he's actually reading that? He's reading that.
Oh, there's going to be a lot more corners after that. And we've peeked around a lot of corners already. That's how we got to where we are today. So
he's such a fake.
One of the ways that I'm doing it is with my colleagues creating a religious discussion. I am going to be going back to Italy. I am going to be talking to members of the Vatican. I'm going to be going to the Middle East very here.
Who gives a shit about Lou Eleganzo at the Vatican? Are you kidding me? This is a waste of money. We could be doing something better than sending a blubbo, to El Gapo over at the Vatican.
Very shortly here in the next few months. Talking to some people, some leadership over there.
Who? Tell us who. He never tells us who. We're going to go talk to people. Who? People. Where? People. Who? Look at him. Looks like he just ate a fart. Ate one.
And then, of course, my exploits here around the United States. I always try to work in some time to have a conversation with some of the religious leaders.
Oh, give me a break. You could give a shit about religion. Turd burglar. Unbelievable, this guy. What a shithole. Tell us who you're talking to. Give us specifics. Well, maybe they don't want their name out there. Oh, give me a break. Give me a break. Oh, but they're okay to talk about Lou Eleganzo. Guess who's coming to the Vatican? Who? Lou. Boo, Lou? Yeah. What do you mean? He's a Bhutan, all right? Vafangu, this boo-hoo-loo. Breaking, Starship has broken up in the atmosphere. Oh, no, that's not real. That's not a UFO. I don't want to look at it. All right, this I wanted to bring up. This is good. Mystery drones, UAPs, seen tonight. Oh, yesterday. In Toms River, New Jersey. Hey, Toms River. Used to be right up the street. This is a good video, though. For reals, yo. Can't believe I'm going to be 90 in 30 years. 90. Oh, for 33 years. When the midnight strikes and you know where to go, you can be bop boop and da doo la da do. Oh, look at this. It's beautiful, right? Should have sent a poet. Nah. Can anybody say airplanes? Good one. Can anybody say drones? Good. Quiet, but good. Can anybody say, what does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Seriously. Why are they there? Right? Seriously. I'm not kidding. I mean, I'm being serious. Seriously. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. I'm not fooling around. That's weird. But it's just drones, man. They're not doing anything. And that's the bottom line. The drones haven't done anything. They just fly around. Greer's going down. And I really believe Greer is just clickbaiting us. I do. I don't want Greer to get away with this one. No. And I don't like the way he's dropping loopholes in the middle of that speech. Like, we're going to bring you, everything we can. Slowly, though. Slowly. Oh, sorry. Controlled. It's going to be controlled. Oh, so you're only going to drop like nothing a year? God, I hate this. Drop it all. Let it all out. But no, instead, they want to get the clicks and another video, another 50,000, another video, another 200,000. And they think. Am I doing it backwards? No, wait. I'm eating. I'm consuming. I'm holding the bowl. That's how they do it on TV. Just drop all. Everybody should come out at once. Shouldn't be a date and time. You should just start. Just get on your channel and start dropping shit. Start talking. Bring them on. Don't hesitate. They're better by if there's a pay window to this thing on what day would it be? Saturday? Sunday. The day before Trump gets inaugurated. I almost said annihilated. Sad. God, my throat's killing me. Have I been talking the whole time? It feels like it. Here we go. Check this out. Here we go. I wanted to play this for you. Let's hear Mr. MBB talk about it. I love it when other people talk about it. All right, you ready? Hey, UFO 91, how are you? Good to see you. Tom's here. What do you say, TT? All right, Mr. MBB 333 on the Greer lies. Hello, everybody.
72 hours away from some sort of disclosure. We're definitely keeping a close eye on that, watching more mystery lights.
Yes or no? Oh, sure. I mean, there have been non-human extraterrestrial civilizations that have been observing the planet for thousands of years, and it increased remarkably.
That's different than they're here. Observing is not the same as being here. Liar.
Sure. I mean, there have been non-human extraterrestrial civilizations that have been observing the planet for thousands of years, and it increased remarkably once we detonated the first atomic bomb. There's no question about that.
That there is a disclosure coming before the presidential inauguration. Dr. Greer, it's great to have you back. This is where we are right now. A flight crew on a commercial airplane recorded this large orb in the skies while they were at 17,000 feet. And now people, we mentioned this a week ago, are reportedly getting sick all over the world from this granular, mysterious fog that's being seen all over the place. Right. Does this disclosure happen next week? And if it does, how does it happen? When it starts happening, how will we know?
Well, it'll be all over the news. It's good to see you again. I just heard an hour ago from the, we call it the NOC, it's non-official cover aerospace intelligence community, a senior operator from one of the key black sites, 2 black sites out in the western United States. And they are preparing to do this next week.
Hey, Anjali, I didn't see you.
They intend to not only provide their testimony of operations.
Have a good night.
They're almost 30 years. But also the evidence and other details. Now, he's been involved in 2 things. One is the testing and the surveillance of the man-made UAPs that have been manufactured out of the Lockheed Skunk Works and Northrop Grumman complexes out in the high desert. The other is the targeting of non-human craft. Some would say extraterrestrial, some say alien. The words they're using now is NHI, non-human intelligence.
I will say there is something about these western skies I want to share an event that happened to me back in October of 2018, October 25th at 5:18 a.m. I came in the house right after this happened, drew what you're looking at right here. This is over 6.5 years old. I was sitting outside on the back patio very early in the morning. It was in the fall, so it was still dark at 5:18 a.m. And this flew right over my head in a matter of 2, maybe 3 seconds. Just long enough for me to get a good look at it, but not long enough. It's in the nighttime sky. We're going to start off over here in Sugar Land, Texas. Video footage sent in by Gerald from 1/11 of 2025.
Wow, look at that.
What in the world do we have going on here? I hear what sounds like an airplane, but that's not an airplane. I don't think. It's not moving like an airplane. Didn't have any blinking lights. Not sure what that was. Video number 2 out of Dillon, Montana. This video has narration by Derek. Here we go.
January 14th, 6:34. Finally caught another one of these. It's too low to be a satellite. It's about the height of what an airliner is. No blinking lights. And moving at a pretty good rate. Let me try to back out. Get some reference to buildings. Okay, there you can see it moving. There are 0 flashing lights. This thing is low, because I can see it in reference with the stars that you can't see. What the hell is that thing? I see them.
From January 8th, 2025 at 5:26.
Terrible.
Slow moving drone. Probably 500, 750 feet up in the air, maybe 3,000.
Shut up. You don't know. Ugh, I'm done with this. So that's it. We'll find out in a few days. So until then, keep your hats on. Keep looking up. Because you know, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. It's true. That's it for tonight. We're going to get out of here just slightly earlier than we normally do. But thank you for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Saturday, 2 or 1? 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock tomorrow. 2 in the afternoon, Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. Okay? We do it here. Truthology for ufology. We do it for you, even in the daytime. True. Tomorrow will be daytime, so that'll be nice. All right. Hey, like we said earlier, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. So keep looking out and looking up. And we don't say God bless because it's a little tricky. But if we got to get rid of Greer if he doesn't come through. All right, we'll talk more tomorrow. Alien bless.
There's a good thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies of and why did it downwards treasured sites in Christianity?